The Serendipity Knowledge Program on Innovation for Economic Transformation, organized by the Asian Development Bank, took place in Colombo. Sri Lanka's Prime Minister reflected on Sri Lanka's historical position as a regional leader in development, noting that in the 1960s, Sri Lanka's economy was ahead of South Korea's and admired by leaders such as Singapore's Lee Kuan Yew.
In line with the rethinking of the state as having an entrepreneurial role in the economy, the government is committed to setting the policy direction, partnering effectively with the private sector, and promoting innovation by active involvement throughout the innovation chain. To understand the daunting task before us, we need to understand our starting point and where we failed in our achievements compared with our peers. Sri Lanka once stood as a beacon of development in Sri Lanka. In the early years following independence, and this is a well-known story amongst most of us, we were admired across the region. Former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore famously expressed his hope that his country might one day emulate Sri Lanka. In the 1960s, our economy was ahead of South Korea's. Yet, today the tables have turned, and how they have turned. Singapore and Korea have achieved development country status, while Sri Lanka briefly reached upper middle income status in 2019, only to fall back in 2020 amid an unprecedented economic crisis exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic. There are many contributory factors to this reversal, but one stands out clearly. Our society has not prioritized innovation. To me, innovation is not a luxury. It is the catalyst for meaningful transformation in Sri Lanka. Innovation is not confined to technology. It's not such a narrow definition. It's not such a narrow focus. It is about reimagining how we live, work, and govern. We must cultivate a culture of innovation that is ethical, inclusive, and sustainable. One that improves lives, reduces inequality, and drives inclusive growth. Innovation must also align with climate resilience and sustainable development through green technologies, renewable energy, and the circular economy. Despite years of discussion, however, innovation has not been treated as a fundamental driver of change. This must change now. Innovation is essential for Sri Lanka's survival and prosperity in a rapidly evolving global landscape. It is the key to overcoming our economic crisis and escaping the middle income trap.
Takafumi Kadano, ADBs country director for Sri Lanka, praised the government's wide-ranging reforms in response to the economic crisis and the public's demand for better governance and economic opportunity.
Sri Lanka, as you know, is at a transformative moment in its history, underpinned by economic and political shifts in response to the economic crisis and a compelling ask by the people for changes to economic dispensation and governance. The government has undertaken deep and wide-ranging reforms across the economy to deliver on these expectations and to forge a new, resilient economic pathway as the economy continues to stabilize and recover. ADB continues to be a partner to the government in this endeavor and to explore creative, non-traditional ways to unlock the country's potential to move forward in this new economic journey. High-value production and services facilitate access to global and regional value chains in diverse markets, create better jobs, change economic structures, and improve living standards. For developing countries such as Sri Lanka, building national innovation systems to support purposeful innovation is a key factor in transforming their economies. The triple helix model is widely discussed in innovative literature and emphasizes the collaboration between the government, academia, and industry in driving innovation. Today's discussions will focus on all actors in the innovation chain with a special focus on the government and academia.